Louisville Holiday Home Tour kicks off this weekend. It's known for bringing the past into the present.
Yeah, and we're getting into the holiday mood too.